This is a short tutorial to show you how to make a seating plan in PowerTeacher. Once you are in PowerTeacher at your start page, this is the page we use usually to access our attendance. So if I take a look at one of our classes here, this is the button I'd usually click on to do my attendance. Let's just take a look at that. So we get our list of students here, and what some people don't know is that the tabs here correspond to the other buttons on the start page. So we can go to a multi-day attendance, or we can go to the seating plan. So when you're on the attendance page, we can look at multi-day attendance, and that's where you can change attendance for different days. And if we take a look at the seating chart, it will show us the current seating chart for this class. It's populated with the student pictures and their names, and we can actually do attendance on this page. There are drop-down menus here that allow us to take student attendance right from the seating chart page, which some people do like to do. Something else that's on this page that I hadn't noticed until I decided to make this tutorial was the random student selector over here. If you press the select button, it will select a random student from the class, and you can press it repeatedly to get different students randomly selected from your class. So it's a nice tool to know that's there. I know some teachers use other applications to randomly select students, but it's nice to know that there is one built in. If we take a look at seating chart design, this is where we design our seating charts for our classes. And if you would like to create a new seating chart design, we use this drop-down menu and we choose New Layout. You want to make sure that you call this something that's descriptive. So perhaps this is going to be a seating layout for room 244, and it's going to be in rows. Okay, so when we're designing a seating chart, the students appear in a left-hand menu, and we have three options here. We can create rows, tables, or chairs. So I decided to call this a row seating chart, and that's what we will make. So I'm going to choose 5 rows and 6 chairs per row, and that will look something like this. Over on the right-hand side, we have a feature slider, so we can actually zoom in and out, which I find useful because it's not easy to look at only part of your seating chart. So we can zoom out so that we can see the whole thing. And what we can do here, I don't like that this is just a big grid without any separation between rows. So you can click and drag with your mouse and select as many chairs as you wish. At the very least, I like to separate my rows into a couple of groups, but you may want to separate them even more than that. So you really can do whatever works for you when you're designing your seating chart. And I'm just going to spread these out for ease of viewing. I have 30 students in this class, so I've done six rows of desks, each with 5 students. We can also do things like drag or add a teacher desk, so that's a teacher desk here, if you want to put that there. Maybe if you've got a supply teacher coming in, it's nice for them to understand the orientation of the room. There's a door, and then I think here we also have, oh, look, a whiteboard. So there are different things you can add. The remove button will take away whatever is selected. If you accidentally deleted a couple of chairs, that's okay because we've got a chair button here, and it will drop new chairs in the first available space. And then you're all set. You can drag students from the left over into your seating chart, and the X's in the top left corner beside each student's picture can be used to remove them. And we can also auto-populate the entire seating chart alphabetically, alternate male, female, or randomly. So I'm going to choose alphabetical here, and we'll add the students, and that pops everyone into your seating plan alphabetically. I'm going to click Save to save the new seating layout. If I went back to the seating chart tab, I would be able to take attendance of these students using this new layout. And I'm going to show you one more type of layout that you can do. Okay, so we'll do a new layout, and we'll call this one Tables, room 244. And if instead of rows we select tables, I can decide I would like to have 6 tables, and maybe I want 6 tables of 5 students. Now, 5 is not an option. The tables are only created in even numbered increments, so I can choose 6 students per table. I would like 3 tables across so I can see everything at the same time. I will add that, zoom out a little bit. And if I would like to only have 5 students per table, I can select and delete one chair at each table to reflect that. And then I can either drag students onto the new seating plan, or I can auto-populate. I'll do random this time. I'll add the students randomly to the seating plan. And again, I can take attendance from that view. We'll save that seating plan. I can edit that seating plan, and I can also use this drop down to access any prior seating plans that I've made. So if you have a few different seating configurations that you like, you could save them all here and flip easily between them. Even if you want to mix up the student groups, you could have 4 or 5 random seating arrangements ready to go. The last thing you might want to do is print your seating plan. There's a print icon, a white print icon in the upper right corner. We can click on that. The print dialog comes up, and we can, basically our only choices here are to toggle between portrait and landscape, and the student pictures are a little bit bigger in landscape view, so that is what I would suggest if you are printing. It's a nice thing to leave for a teacher who's covering your class, and also a great way to get to know your students' faces at the beginning of the year.